Go first class. Go with Plymouth Glass, your top choice for custom glass shower enclosures. Plymouth Furniture. Home starts here. Shop the Pig. Keats's Piggly Wiggly with locations in Plymouth, Howards Grove, Sheboygan, and Kiel. Meyer Motors. Serving the community with new and used vehicles for over 99 years. Visit us on social or gomeyermotors.com. Waldo State Bank. Local, independent, like you. American Legion. Veterans strengthening America with family and community engagement. Call 920-627-1879 for more information or visit wilegion.org.
Evening, race fans. Good to see you all tonight. Stay warm. Stay warm. Tomorrow is Mother's Day, of course. You all know that, and you're all going to talk to Mother tomorrow. Tell her you love her. And for those of us who can't, it's in our hearts. Happy Mother's Day to all you mothers. Tonight is You're Our Heroes Night. We honor our firemen, EMTs, law enforcement, and veterans. If you are any one of those, please stand up. You're a special guest tonight. Don't be bashful. Get on your feet. Thank you for your service to your communities, your state, your country. We appreciate that very, very much. Make sure you're going online if you plan on coming to that World of Outlaw show in June. Get those tickets. Next week, IRA sprint cars come back, along with these guys and the wingless sprint cars. TJ, you look good sitting in there. Also, tonight, give you a little bit of an update here. We want to remember Fred DeBlay. He's been in the hospital again. He was a tech man here for a long time, and some of you know Fred. We want to keep him in your prayers. Tim Crimmings, longtime racer and engine builder. He had a heart attack this week, so we pray for Tim. Jason Babcock, who's on the pit crew for Turk Letizia, had an accident. He fell and passed away, and that's a tough one, really tough one. And he was a pit member for Turk. So with no further ado, we got our Reverend here, Reverend Hankey. Ray Underwood will be singing the national anthem. We want to get rolling. So Pastor, lead us in prayer.
Thank you, Lord, for a nice Saturday today. And even though it's a little chilly this evening with the east and northeast breeze, we are just privileged to be able to be entertained tonight as we watch the drivers watching them as they race for that checkered flag. And we are especially thankful tonight for the opportunity to see the late models, and we just pray that you would give safety to each and every one of the drivers as we watch them go around the track. We are grateful, Lord, that you are watching over us as we think about our mothers, and we think about those who have passed away, but we think also of those who continue to be loving and caring and nurturing. We thank you for all that we can do tomorrow to remember our mothers and to make phone calls if we can to make sure that they know that they are loved by their children and husbands. So thank you, Lord, that we might be here tonight. We thank you for giving comfort for those who have lost individuals that are part of their race team. We thank you, Lord, for watching over each of us as we've come through another week. And we pray that you would watch over us too as we are with us tomorrow as we go to a place of worship. We know that the Roman Catholics are very happy to see that they have elected a new pope, and we're grateful, Lord, that they are able to have that kind of joy in seeing a new leader of their religious group. And we just thank you for each and every one of us tonight, and we ask for safety for each of us as well. And we watched the flag fly tonight because of the breeze, but we are so grateful too, especially to be Americans. And we give you the thanks and the praise as we pray in Jesus' name. Amen.
Thank you, Pastor. I've got these black flags for the push trucks here. That's being flown for the Dave Tershner. His daughter drives that green push truck. She's one of them. He passed away this past winter. He was out here for 3 years riding in the push trucks and was very, very involved in the push truck. So thank you all back there. Ray Underwood.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? Now, I have got a trio of helpers out here tonight who are going to help us kick off this program by giving the ultimate command here at PDTR. So let's find out who our stars and celebrities are. What's going on, man? How are you? You're not gonna, he's never gonna hear me with his hands up on his ears like that. It's not that bad. Can I borrow one ear? There you go. How's it going, dude? How are you? What's your name?
Branson.
Yeah, I need that ear again. How old are you? How old are you?
5.
5 years old? Very cool. What's your birthday?
May 26th.
May 26th, and you're going to be 6? Give it up. Another year. Man, pretty soon he's going to be old enough to vote. Right now, technically, he is old enough for Jell-O shots in this state. And you are?
Dwalda.
And how old are you?
7.
7. You're not going to turn 6 years old soon, are you?
No.
All right. See, she's going to keep going forward as well. And you are?
Dinella.
And how old are you?
9.
So let me see, 9, 8, 17. So right now, everyone combined can vote and drink in the state of Wisconsin. You guys are setting the bar kind of high. All right. God bless Wisconsin. I love it. So you guys know what you're going to do, right? You're going to give the command. You have no idea what you're doing? So pretty much anything I ask you to do right now, you're just all set. They just shoved you out here and said, do what he tells you to do. Yeah. This is putty in my hands, folks. No, what we're going to do, the only way we could start off the night is if the 3 of you scream as loud as you can, let's go racing. And the reason you got to yell and the reason you got to put a lot behind it is because a lot of our drivers, you saw him having his ears covered before, a lot of our drivers don't hear so well. Kurt Davis is here, lost his hearing and vision years ago. So what you're going to have to do is you got to give it to me like you're enthused and you're excited, because you guys are ready to see some really good racing tonight, right? So when I count to 3, I want the 3 of you to scream as loud as you can, let's go racing. So all those drivers in the back can hear you and everybody in the grandstands too as well. You guys ready? Think you can do it? Can you get this started? All right, on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Let's go racing!
That's what I'm talking about. You guys are rock stars. Give it up. I appreciate you. Ladies and gentlemen, we could not start without the youth of the future. That wasn't too bad, but we could do that again. Let them hear what the Sheboygan Stomp is all about. Come on, put your feet to the ground for me. I always want to make sure that anybody in the men's and ladies room right now has extra momentum when you do that. Thank you for that. All right, so we're going to roll for the invert. So you've got a lot of responsibility. You're going to have a lot of drivers happy with you and quite a few that aren't. So just throw that thing wherever you want. Go for it. It's like yard Yahtzee. Have at it. She rolled a 6. All right. So that has to do with our invert. So you have just affected the night positively for about 2 drivers and negatively for 4. Nice job. How about a hand for our sacrificial starters here tonight? You guys didn't even know you're going to be in the public's eye. You guys are awesome. Ladies and gentlemen, you heard them. They gave the command. But I just want to know, are you guys ready? Are you guys ready? Are you ready to go racing? So I'm going to turn this back to the Encyclopedia of Motorsports up top. Now I head up and catch my breath. George, you're up in the tower. Take it away, my friend. In our Eisentraut Ag Services and TJ's Asphalt Heat Race action, green is out, and here we go. Three wide pinch in the opening lap coming out of turn number 2, and they are sliding and sliding through turns number 3 and 4. Mike Lowen's going to be your leader of lap number 1, followed by Edler and Scheffler, your top 3. Boy, these boys can move in these dirt late models around PDTR, can't they? They are flying. Mullen continuing to be the cream of the crop right now with Edler in second, Scheffler at third. Bongiorno has dropped back to 5th. Paul Parker moving up to the 4th spot as they continue to battle over the 4th spot. Parker in the 10, Bongiorno in the 55, side by side through 3 and 4. 3 and 5 to go, and it is all Mike Moen in that 99M. He's got himself a good 5-car length advantage over Edler in the double 7 as they go in 4 laps in and 4 to go. Moen starting to extend his lead in the 99M. He is out front by about 6-7 car lengths now over Edler, who is feeling the heat of Scheffler. Well, that battle for 4th heats up. Bongiorno moving himself up to the 4th spot, and there's Paul Parker taking a peek under the skirt, looking to take that spot away as the laps start to wind down. Scheffler knocked into the back door of Adler as the 77 and the 10S continue to battle over podium positions. This time by, we're going to be down to the white flag. 1 lap to go from the 99M of Mike Moen. Who's heading down to the Fastenal at Plymouth victory lane after heat race number 1? It's going to be all Mike Moen, the double M. 99M taking home the win in heat race number 1. Edler going to come home in 2nd, Scheffler in 3rd. 4th place going to belong to Parker. Bongiorno rounds out your 5-car field of heat race number 1. The D1, Justin Ritchie in car number 70, and Jordan Barkoltz in the 56. 6 cars, 6 stars, ready to go green in heat race number 2. We are off and running. So the 24 of Jaden Schmidt had been running strong at second. All of a sudden, something let go in a major way, and a big puff of smoke coming out of the back. Turk Letizia with nowhere to go, got hard on the binders. D1 got turned sideways. Looks like a no harm, no foul as far as he goes, but Jaden Schmidt might have a tad bit more of an expensive problem underneath the hood of that 24S. A little bit of added incentive sponsors for our Super 6 late models here tonight include our good friends at Suburban Motors Harley Davidson, Bonafide Security Solutions, TSC LLC, that's Taylor Scheffler Construction, Roger and Dan's Auto Service, and Ricky Lemon Trucking, adding a little bit to the pot, sweetening the deal for our dirt late models here tonight with the Super 6 Series here at PDTR. Brockman's Meat Market, Doug Skipper in, going to be contributing to a few of our top 10 in our main event later tonight. Overall Fast Time sponsor, Elder Brothers Trucking. Coors Light Dash for Cash coming up later in the program. That would be Larry's Distributing and Coors Light. We do have a Clean Sleep Award being incentivized by TSC LLC, Taylor Scheffler Construction. Throwing a little bit out there, a little bit more meat in the bone for some of our clean sweep drivers if they're able to go fast, win their heat, and the main. 5 in, 3 to go. Mitch McGrath. Now, nothing but chance and opportunity. The link on the 70 of Justin Ritchie breathing down his neck when we get ready to go back to green. McGrath on the loud pedal as we get back to it. Mitch with a great restart. Nick Anveling trying to reel him in, not letting him get too far away. Track looking good. Anveling hanging that left front out to dry over the tires there. Turn number 1 and 2. Trying to catch up to McGrath, who right now has got it wound up and cranked to 11. Last lap. 6-time Dirt Kings champ trying to get past the 74. McGrath, nothing doing. Coming out of turn number 4. Mitch McGrath going to win heat race number 2. Nick Anveling hanging on for second. Justin Ritchie threw him the curveball trying to take that spot away. Ritchie settles into third. Calf Ranch Super 6 late models ready to take flight. Third and final heat race of the night in their first appearance of 2025. Here we go. Justin Schmidt going to lead us to lap number 1 over Jimmy Zidar and Brad Mueller. Mueller looking to the inside of that 9Z, trying to snatch second spot away. Look at the high line. Jamie Zidar hard on it. All over the back end of the 97. A lot of contact going on. We got a slap fight for the lead. The 97 gets it hung out over the tires, and Zidar able to take over the top spot in the 9Z. Mueller tightrope walking up towards the wall, and there comes the 99. Sawyer Speck looking to take a third spot away from JJ. Man, the top 3 putting on a clinic in the opening lap and a half on that one. It's Jamie Zidar with the advantage right now. 4 in, 4 to go in heat race number 3. He's showing that speed as we're going to come down to 2 to go this time by. Justin Schmidt running at second. Brad Mueller in that third spot. Your defending PDTR and Super 6 champion. Coming around this time, though, Jamie Zidar is going to lead us down to the white flag. 1 lap to go. Jay-Z coming out of turn number 3 and 4, going to take us down to the checkered flag, and it's going to be Jamie Zidar winning heat race number 3. Justin Schmidt in second, Brad Mueller in third, Sawyer Speck in fourth. Resitech rounds out your top 5.
Jamie Zidar, former track champion down in Illinois. The hammer down sign. Here we go, looking good. Coming over to 4. We're gonna go. Kevin Carnet's flying around on the outside, trying to grab the lead on the backstretch. Cuts through the middle of the track and down the front stretch, and he will be your leader after 1. Kevin Carnet's a man in a hurry tonight. Look at him go. Down the backstretch. Bill Taylor, he's trying to work his way up into the second spot. Two laps down. Carnets continues to grow the lead. No surprise, he is very fast in that Mayer Automotive car. Eric Wilkie holding on a second, Bill Taylor third. Now we got a race for the 4th spot. Brady Porchy and Tristan Furseth battling it out. We'll have 3 to go when they come by next time. 3 to go next time by. To go. Oh, we got trouble for Tyler Davis. Sputtering his way down to the infield, so Davis is out. Carnet's a half a lap to the checkered flag. Checkered flag in the air, your first sprint car winner of the night, Kevin Carnets. Kevin Carnet's picking up your first checkered flag for the sprinters tonight. Eric Wilkie second in the 24. Bill Taylor third in the 69. Brady Porchy fourth in the 55P. Then it's the 57 of Furseth, 98 M. Malik, and then Tyler Davis down in the infield. That 68 T car all of a sudden decided not to go so good, did it? He's starting to look like the old Billy Kreutz. Getting faster all the time. Keep an eye on him, that 3BK car. Here we go. Down the backstretch, Erickson, your leader. Again, Davis looking to the high side. Slides a little high. Ben Schmidt up into the 3rd spot now. Ben Schmidt 3rd. Schmidt coming after Davis. Meanwhile, Erickson, your leader. Coming off turn 4, Kurt Davis right on his tail. Lead cars preferring the low line around the racetrack. 3 and 5 to go. Davis takes a peek down low, nothing there. Erickson doing a good job holding that low line. See if Kurt Davis can figure something out. Right now, Kurt following him in his wheel tracks. Three to go now, 3 to go. Billy Kreitz right behind Ben Schmidt. They're racing for the 3rd spot. Kreitz up high in 3, over to 4. Trying to get a run on the front straightaway. Couldn't do it that time. Kreitz again up high, trying to get some bite up there. 1 lap to go. White flag is out. 1 lap to go. Checkered flag will be coming out for car number 3 from Plymouth, Justin Erickson. Justin Erickson, your winner. Kurt Davis, 2nd. Ben Schmidt, 3rd. Billy Kreitz, 4th. Stephen Rue, 5th. And then the 5 of Kevin Seidler. Heat race number 2. Sponsored in the 30 car tonight. He's won 50-some races here. A couple of those were features. He starts in the 3rd row here. All right, coming over to 4. We gotta go. All right, Hintz on the outside, Pagel on the. Oh, trouble for Lance Fassbender. Come on, Geezer, let's go. So it's Hintz your leader, Pagel second. Winning her up from the third row, running third. Krebsbach and then Fassbender. We're halfway home. 4 down, 4 to go. Joe Hintz. Two laps to go. Hintz your leader, Pagel second. Caitlin Krebsbach in the third spot. Shane Winninger running fourth, and then it's Lance Fassbender in the 7. Hintz your leader, putting the 55S car lap down. Coming off turn 4, he will look at the checkered flag. So your winner of the 14J car, Joe Hintz. In second, the 12P Pagel. Third, the 08 Krebsbach. Fourth, the 7 Fassbender. Then the 30 of Winninger and the 55S Sawich. Now these heat races, you go by passing points. Top 16 in passing points will go on to the A main. The rest of them will run to B. Obviously, here we go. Into turn 1, Clayton on the outside, wing to wing with Berth. Gaden looking in the 27G, off turn 4. Clayton leads, now up, Berth right there. They were side by side for a moment. Chris Larson in the black 51 car in the 4th spot. Off turn 4. Gaden running in the middle of the racetrack. Three down, 5 laps to go. Clayton now with about a 6-7 car length lead over Brandon Berth. Larson would be next in third, then it's Gaden in the 27G, TJ Smith that white car, and then the 11 of Tony Wundraw. Two laps to go, 2 to go. White flag in the air, one more time around. Checkered flag in the air, Chris Clayton. Well, fast race, just a couple ticks off the track record. Picking up the checkered flag, Waldo's very own Chris Clayton. Brandon Berth second, Chris Larson, the 51 car third, Donnie Gaden in the 27G fourth, then it's TJ Smith ahead of Tony Wundraw.
5 out of Plymouth. Luke Scholten and Daryl Traber, row number 3. Matt Lohr and Trent Bogart, row number 4. Grand Nationals have taken the green. Winding it down Dirt Devil style as they head down the backstretch on a turn to number 4. Your leader is going to be the 52W. Jack Worrell started on the pole, not looking back yet. And he has got Maverick Rue and Luke Shelton breathing down his neck. They're starting to wind down a little bit. Remember, top 2 across the line punch our dance cards to the main event later tonight here for our Dirt Devil Grand Nationals. Lap number 2, exact same story for the IRS USA Danny's Drywall, number 52W of Jack Worrell out of Sheboygan. Got that Evars USA about 5 car lengths ahead of the rest of the competition. Top 2 right now, that's Jack Worrell and Luke Shelton. They'll be heading to the main event if they continue to run this way. 4 laps in, 4 laps to go. Halfway home through heat race number 1. Only battle going on right now is that battle for 5th. See car number 11, that's Dylan May. He has got his hands full as he is trying to hold on to that 5th spot, but only the top 2 make it to the big dance. Busy up there in the Hop Farms Crow Nest, showing the 2 to go sign to the 52. He'll be getting a white flag this time by, but in a hot pursuit. Keep your eyes on that 80. Luke Shelton is not content with being second best. He is looking to the inside. The 52W of Jack Worrell, the 80 of Luke Shelton as they battle through 3 and 4. And at the end of this one, they're both going to the show, but the winner of heat race number 1, Jack Worrell, taking home the win. Luke Shelton coming home in second. He'll make it to the big show, but a little bit later on tonight, winner of heat race number 1, that's the Evars USA Danny's Drywall, Hunter's Lakeside Disposal, BMRE Electric Carts, High Tech Painting, C&P Service, Ocho firing off for green flag number 2 in our first appearance at the Dirt Devil Grand Nationals in 2025. Four wide, back down to 3 wide, coming out of turn number 2. Steenbergen making a case for it down low, and they are pinching the middle out of that one. Take the meat out of that sandwich and shove it towards the rear of the field. Steenbergen in the 37. Wow. Deep coming out here every week to find out. All right, we're going to start these 6. Green flag is out from the Hop Farms Crow's Nest, and we're off and running. Three wide again. Man, oh man. Right out of the box, these cars are quick. Gillis going to lead us through lap number 1. Steenbergen up to second. There is that 25M of Darren Meyer running in the 3rd spot. Great battle going on for 3rd. Remember, only the top 2 make it to the main event later here tonight. Everyone else is going to have to run through one of our 2B mains, and we got a spin. That's never a good thing. Derek Cotter to Plymouth, Wisconsin in car number 15. Again, that is a brand new machine for 2025. Go, what you talking about? Gillis going to lead us back down to the green, and we are back at it. So it's a Gillis and Steenbergen show out front right now. The rest of the field trying to catch up. A little bit of pushing and pulling in 3rd and 4th spot. Right now it's all clean up front for Gillis as he runs. About a car length ahead of Steenbergen. Problems emerge for the 22. That is Randy Dent. Randy Dent coming to a halt at turn number 1. Yellow flag will fly again in heat race number 2. Businesses, the more they're able to help out small track racing. Let's make this world go round and thank all of our sponsors by giving them their small business. So we are back under green flag conditions, and it continues to be the Gillis and Steenbergen show out front. Top two make their way to the big dance later tonight. 5 big heat races for our Dirt Devil Grand Nationals. Steenbergen kind of tiptoeing through the basement, getting a look in the bottom windows of the 89 of Gillis, trying to figure out how to get around that machine. Nothing doing so far. We got a full handful of laps in with 3 laps to go. Gillis continuing to lead the way. The Ultimate Race car, Steenbergen, running in second. On the outside looking in, that would indeed be the 37 of Ryan Mueller. Steenbergen looking to make a case of it down low, having to get off of that gas pedal. So he got down near those tires. Gillis able to lead coming out of the white flag. 1 lap to go. If there's anything Steenbergen's got to say about it, now is the time. He looks down in the basement. Steenbergen making his move. They are door to door. Close enough to see each other's eyes as Steenbergen makes the move. Contact. Gillis goes through the infield, battling for the win. Steenbergen comes home out front. Brian Gillis comes home in second. That, my friends, was a UFC heavyweight fight between 2 of the best in the business. Steenbergen and Gillis showing you why some of the Grand Nationals put on some of the best performances in the business. Making their way to the main event later, Brian Gillis coming home in second, and your winner in the Ultimate Race Cars, Bonafide Safe and Lock, Attitude RC Raceway 608 RC. There's a lunchbox. Sean Wagner out of Lena, Wisconsin, to the 55W, ready to take the green, and we are loud. Man, oh man, have we got a fight going on for second. Nate Rue putting on a clinic about what it's like to chew up that rear fender. Jason Eek holding on to the second spot as they continue to battle over one of the top 2 spots to make it to the main. In the meantime, your leader continues to be Brad Weiss, distancing himself from the rest of the field. Jason Eek hanging on to second. Nate Rue settling into third. Dustin Weiss now looking to the back door of Nate Rue. Those second, third, and fourth place cars, nobody satisfied with where they're at as they continue to battle. Here comes the 23, Scott Kafka, trying to throw his hat into the ring as the second, third, fourth, and fifth place car looking for that second transfer spot as the leader continues to distance himself from the field. 4 laps in, 4 to go for Brad Weiss, continuing to lead the way. Jason Eek has the rest of the field breathing down his neck. Jason Eek down low, Nate Rue up high. A little bit of smoke coming from one of our competitors that went through the infield, took a shortcut. GPS said go fast, turn left. Wasn't specific, but staying through turns number 3 and 4. Here comes that 5 car. Nate Rue trying to make it work up top. Jason Eek fighting hard down low. Second and final transfer spot on the line as a white flag flies. Brad Weiss continuing to lead the way. It is Eek and Rue putting on a clinic for the second and final transfers position. Your leader coming home the winner. Brad Weiss going to take home the win. And Jason Eek going to hang on by 1/100th of a second for the second and final transfer spot. Jason Eek in the 42 by 1/100th of a second over Nate Rue. He will be going to the big dance. Dirt Devils. Lap number 1, Jonathan Persha holding on to the top spot in the early going. and making a race for it up through the middle. Keep your eyes on that 72F. Chad Espin says, nah, not content with the view back here. I'm on clear skies. Espin bursts into the lead, and it is now Persha and Head battling out for second. Josh Pierce going to throw his hat in the ring in car number 13. He is behind Head in that 13. Head holding out of the second spot, and Pierce moves up to third. Chad Espin continuing to lead by about 8 car lengths. Dick Head settling into second. Josh Pierce again on the inside in car number 13, looking to battle it out with the living legend Dick Head as they battle over second. Pierce hanging that left front over the tires as they go through turn number 4. 5 in, 3 to go for your leader, Chad Espin. Yellow flag is out. We do have a yellow flag in the track right now. Summertime months after a great race night here at PDTR as we are ready to go back to green on heat race number 4. Winding him out, Chad Espin going to try to hang on as a white flag flies. Coming down to the checkered flag, Chad Espin and Dick Head going to be the first two to cross the line, punching their dance card to the main event a little bit later tonight. In our 5th and final heat race for the Grand Nationals is under green. .24K, Tyler Kulo on point right now in the early going. The Squirrel, Tyler Kulo, a former champ here at PDTR, continuing to lead the way. Jeff Muehlbauer immediately behind him. Rest of the field trying to pedal harder to keep up. Right now, top 2 go to the show. We'll qualify 10 out of these 5 heat races. Top 2 to continue as they run through the first 4. Halfway home this time right now, it is still Kulo and Muehlbauer continuing to lead the way. Knocking on the doors, Jake Richards and the Thrill Will Source. Source looking to the inside of Richards, nothing doing. It's a freight train in the top 4 as they come out of turn number 2. Heading down the back stretch, nose to tail. Two to go this time. Muehlbauer taking a look down low and nothing doing. The Squirrel able to slam the doors. They're going to come around to the white flag. This time by heat race number 5. 1 lap away from another driver down there in victory lane. Muehlbauer taking a look down low, but I don't think he's got anything for him. The Squirrel faster than everybody in heat race number 5. There is your winner, Tyler Kulo, taking home the win. So Mulebauer and Kula are going to be making their way to the main event, but your winner heading down to victory lane right now. 18 years behind the wheel of the Squirrels.
Going 8 times around. Check that, 8 cars. All right, coming off turn 4, we're looking at a green and we get a go. Oh, your lead car bobbled a little bit over there, and that'll open the door for Laurier. Steve Laurier up to the front. Now we got a battle going on for that second transfer spot. Zroik on the inside in the blue machine. Oh, the 31 of Wolf pushing really bad. Sends him up almost to the wall. Down low on the inside, Hammelmeyer in that 33H car. For the moment in second. 5 laps to go. Zroik a little high in 4. Kleindl in that 69 holding down the 4th spot. Laurier opening up a nice lead here. This guy loves to race. He'll race every night of the week if he could. Hammelmeyer in the 2nd spot. That's the final transfer. Three laps to go now, 3 to go. Laps ticking down quickly. Two to go now, nothing happening out there as far as position changes. Jeff Zroik, I should say. Top 3 transfer, top 3 move on. Zroik right now in the 3rd final transfer spot. 3rd spot. And he's got a pretty big lead over the next car, so he's in pretty good shape. Just keep it straight. Checkered flag in the air. So your winner, the 66 car, Steve Laurier. 2nd, Barrett Hammelmeyer in the 33H, the final transfer car out of this one. The 18Z, that is Jeff Zroik. In the 4th, some neat stuff. All right, here they come. Our 2nd B-Mod Heat race of the night coming to the line. We gotta go. Once again, top 3 move on to the A-Main. Top 3 move on. Ryan Pafford, the fire chief, will be the leader after lap 1. He's being challenged now down on the inside. Matt Urban in the 48. And we got Tim Warner sneaking up there in the 03W, another Ultimate car. We got a close bunch of racers here, don't we? Nip and tuck, top 3 moving on, and we'll see who that's going to be. Your leader coming off turn 4. Matt Urban, Tim Warner 2nd. Jim Zroik now running into final transfer spot 3rd. Pafford a little high over there in the 26 car. Off turn 4, we have 4 down, 4 to go. Urban continues to lead the way. One, two down the backstretch. Final transfer car remains at 6Z of Zroik. He's got company though. Austin Zroik in the 3Z, currently running 4th. 1 spot out of a transfer. White flag will be shown to the drivers this time by. 1 to go. 3 cars nose to tail down the backstretch. Look like they've got a transfer at hand. 4 checkers in the air. Matt Urban picking up his first ever win here at Plymouth. Matt Urban out of Slinger. First year racing on dirt, he was the 2024 Slinger Late Model Rookie of the Year. Switch. All right, here we go into turn 1. And everybody hanging on down there. Down the backstretch we go. That's Long and your leader. Spencer Long, your leader. Joel Siegert in the second spot. Spencer Long. Long trying to hang on here and pick up his 8th ever race on win on this track. He's won 7, and one of them was a feature. Got a nice lead here over Rory Welch. And your final transfer car right now, the 15 of Don Marquardt. He's out of Ripon being challenged by the Racing Lawman, the 17, Brandon Kneprath. Oh, dust storm down here in 4. Everybody on their way. Kneprath looking to the inside, trying to pick up that final transfer spot. He's got it as of now. Three laps to go. Still a good race back here for that final transfer spot. Right now it's Kneprath in the 17, Marquardt in the 15. Siegert in the 4 JR. Signal out, 2 laps to go, 2 to go. Checkered flag awaits the 59S. He's got 1 more lap to get it. Checkered flag coming out for Spencer Long. So your transfer cars. 59S Spencer Long. 73 Rory Welsh and Brandon Kneprath in the 17. Those 3 cars move on. Then it's the 4JR, the 15, the 29S, and the 12T in that order. Last call 50-50, last call 50-50. All right, field looks good as they work their way to turn 4, and we get a go. Car number 1, Ryan Spoor. Oh, flying by him. Oh, cars turned, not quite turned around. Yes, they are. Parker Glander. Oh, we had a mix up there in the backstretch. Try it again. Spoor out of Hortonville brings him around. Brass next to him, and here we get to go. Top 3, place to be. And again, Logan Brass with a good runoff too. He'll lead the way. Brass quickly builds a little bit of a lead. Young following him. Now race for that final transfer spot. This could get interesting. Chris Gilson down there in the 12 doing a little banging. Along with the 1 car of Spoor. Gilson slides to the inside in 3. He'll want that final transfer spot if he can hang on to it. Here we come off turn 4. Gilson now in 3rd. Spoor 4th, and Parker Glander in the 5th spot. Your 2 lead cars are really pulling away from the rest of the field, not even close. 5 cars battling it off turn 4, and they want to get that final transfer spot. Miranda Sandholm in that white 18 gets a little high over in 2. Her dad drove that car for her one night last year, and of course he won the race. Still Logan Brass with a pretty nice lead. We'll have 2 to go next time your leader comes by. 2 laps to go. Off 4 comes your leader, Logan Brass. Vince Young, though, right on his tail, but he might be content to just take the transfer spot to the A main. 1 to go. White flag is up. 1 lap to go. Parker Glander right here, this 19 machine. He's the final transfer car, and he's a half a lap back. But he'll be moving on to the A main. Checkers waving. Logan Brass will pick up the win. So Brass will be your winner. Second place car to 67, Vince Young, and then the 19 Parker Glander. They move on. Jordan Graciolny in the 99, 4th, followed by Chris Larson, Miranda Sandholm, and Ryan Spoor, and that will round it out. Sponsors on your winning car: BMRE Electric Carts, Feldman Sales and Service, Edler Brothers Trucking, Schwartz Supper Club, GFL Invite 4. Here we go, 12 laps. Shane Winninger, your lead car on the first lap. TJ Smith second. Working on completing lap 1. So right now every car will transfer except the 98M of Malik. Winninger leads, but Smith might have something to say about that. He's right there. Lap B main, known as the last chance race. Halfway, 6 down, 6 to go. Winninger leads, Smith in the second spot. Brady Porchy in the 55P, running in third. Winninger with a pretty comfortable lead, actually. We'll have 3 to go this time by. 3 to go. Oh, a little action here back in the pack. First half, trying to get that 4th spot away from Tyler Davis. 2 to go. One lap to go for Shane Winninger. Checkered flag for Shane Winninger. So Shane Winninger picking up his 99th career checkered flag. A couple of them have been features, but 99.
Randy Dent and Ariana Beatty, row number 5. Daryl Traber, Austin Yancey, row number 6. Sean Wagner, Tanner Lord is row number 7. Marshall Plate slated to start for the tail gunner spot in the back. Just like that, the green is out and the aggression is on. Only 5 go to the dance. Got a lot of contact going on down there, like a full-fledged mosh pit in the opening lap. Nobody got sideways or around, and they continue to try to sneak their way to the front. Two laps in, it is Maverick Rue leading the way with Jake Richards, Derek Cott, Nate Rue, and Jonathan Persha, your top 5 as they run in the early going of B main number 1. Top 5 cars all stretched out, kind of like social distance racing in the top 5. No one really near each other, battling it out, just having a nice calm drive around the track as we're about 4 laps into this one. And again, top 5 go to the show. The battle right now is on the bubble. Daryl Traber and Dustin Weiss running at 6th and 7th. They are currently on the outside looking in. Little bit of a fight out front. Jake Richards in the 8R knocked into the back door of Maverick Rue. Somebody's going to take that lead if Maverick Rue opens the door. Richards looking to the low side. Maverick Rue up high, and Richards will slip by into the top spot. Maverick Rue sliding back into second. Derek Cott still in third, Nate Rue in fourth. Jonathan Persha has got some heavy company with Daryl Traber and Dustin Weiss knocked into the back door and peeking in the windows. Looks like the black flag going out right now to car number 11. And now we get a flat tire in the 11. We got cars slowing in the backstretch. Traffic jam at high speed. Everybody trying to pull up the exit. What in the world is happening? Looks like we got a blowout sale in a grocery store as they're all pulling off that backstretch. In the meantime, we have got a great battle going on for that 5th and final spot. Organized chaos. We're going to have 9 laps in, 3 laps to go. Here comes your leader, Jake Richards, with Maverick Rue in hot pursuit immediately behind him. Problems for the 15 as Derek Cott will drop out of the top 5. Nate Rue in third, Persha in fourth. Now Daryl Traber, car number 4, your 5th and final transfer car. This one's getting wild. I'm going to need a written transcript of this race at the end of the night. That's all there is to it. White flag flies for Jake Richards in the 8R. Jake looking to pick up a win and go to the main event here later tonight. Last week's feature winner, now your B-main winner number 1. Jake Richards goes to the big show. Maverick Rue will be in as well. Nate Rue going to the big show. Daryl Traber and Dustin Weiss, your top 5. That was interesting to say the. All right, we're about ready to turn them loose, Greg flag style. Coming out of turn number 4, let's get loud in here. B-main number 2 under green. Everybody winding out nice and even on our opening lap. 2 and 3 wide among the first top 8 cars, and at the line, Joshua Pierce going to lead us through lap number 1 with Minster, Kopka, Lord, and Source, your top 5. But that's only the first lap. We got 11 more to go to determine the top 5 to make it to the big Dirt Devil dance later tonight. B-main modifieds, you should be heading to staging. B-main modifieds, you should be heading to staging immediately. Ryan Minster leading the rest of the way. Everybody else nose to tail in it, sniffing around for a top 5 spot in the early going of our second B main of the night. Right now, multi-time Beaver Dam champ Kenny Richards on the outside looking in the 11R machine. He is currently at 6 outside our top 5. As I say that, Richards burst into the 5th spot, trying to find his way to the big dance a little bit later tonight. The thrill will source in 4th, Matt Lohr 3rd, Josh Pierce 2nd, Ryan Minster continuing to show the fast way around. We got an express train running down low through 3 and 4. Scott Kafka in the 23 on the outside looking in, along with Jeff Richards in that 10R. Richards been doing some moving up. He started 13th, now finds himself 7th, looking to get himself into the top 5. Halfway done with our second B main of the night, 6 in, 6 to go for Ryan Minster. Kenny Richards, our 5th and final transfer car, looking over his shoulder at the 10R and the 23. Richards and Kafka hot on the heels of the 11R. Got one off of the track as the leaders come out of turn number 4. 8 laps in, 4 laps to go. Everybody trying to chase down Ryan Minster. Kenny Richards now up to the 4th spot, bettering his position when we throw the green flag in the Dirt Devils A main later here tonight. Nose to tail, everybody getting close enough to tell what each other's religion is there in the top 5. Scott Kafka on the outside still looking in, trying to get himself into that 5th spot. Minster taking us down to 2 to go. Kenny Richards now looking to the inside of Will the Thrill Source in the 14X in a battle for position. Come out of turn number 4 to the white flag. 1 lap to go for Ryan Minster. Minster has been leading for a majority of the time, and coming out of turn 4, it's going to be Ryan Minster picking up the win in our second B main of the night. Joshua Pierce comes home in 2nd, Will Source 3rd, Kenny Richards 4th, and Matt Lohr in the 82H hanging on for that 5th spot.
Eight cars transfer, 8 transfer. Here we go. So quickly your leader, Travis Kleindl from the pole. Completing lap 1, Kleindl leads them past the flag stand. Siegert and Zroik right behind. Again, you want to be in the top 8 to move on. Kleindl with about a 3-car length lead over Zroik. And then Siegert about 3. Oh, we got a parking lot building over there in turn number 2. I see the 12 car of Chris Gilson. So we have 10 laps to go in this race. Here we come off 4 and we look at a green flag. Looks like the 18 car might be leaving us. She's going back to the pits. So Kleindl with that sharp-looking number 69 car continues to lead. Right on his tail is the 3Z, Austin Zroik. Zroik out of Iron Ridge, Wisconsin, down in Dodge County. 26 car of Pafford right now. I see him 1 spot out of a transfer. He's trying to slide under that 15, Roman numeral 15 of Markwart. Now Pafford moving up on the inside. He's going to pass the car the way it looks. So right now that white 29S in the 8th spot. Side-by-side battle going on the backstretch. That would be for 4th spot. Car number 15, Markward, is your final transfer car. Here he comes. That Roman numeral 15 right now running in 8th spot. He's your final transfer car at the moment. Meanwhile, your leader coming off turn 4. You'll have 4 laps to go, 4 to go. In our Sheboygan Flooring B main. Field is really getting strung out here. Looks now like the 29S has gotten that spot back from the 15. He'll now be in 8th. Final transfer. Oh, he got sideways over there, nearly lost it, but he hangs on to 8th. White flag will be coming out next time by for your leader. He's sailing down the backstretch. Travis Kleindl. 1 lap to go. Kleindl with a couple of slower cars over in 3. He'll split them and come roaring down for the checkered flag. So your winner, car number 69, Travis Kleindl. He'll head down to the Millennium Technologies victory lane.
Get up out of your seats and out of your feet. Welcome to where rock meets roll, heavy meets metal, and PDTR meets sprint cars. Plymouth Dirt Track, let 'em hear you! It. You bring the lightning, we bring the thunder, and Hollywood brings the glitz and the glamour on lap number 1. Kurt Davis is going to lead us to the first revolution around PDTR. Rick Joseph, Vince, and Chris Larson in tow. Kurt Davis, multi-time champion here with the MSA 360s at PDTR, leading the way through his first 2. His first appearance at Plymouth Dirt Track in 2025. There comes the 14J of Joseph Hintz, Chris Larson, Justin Erickson, and Kevin Carnitz, your top 5 in the early going. 2 laps in, 23 to go, and it's all Hollywood on the start. Davis now running down low. Joseph Hintz Jr.'s got it working up top. Keep your eyes on the 14J. Hintz started 4th, currently running in 2nd in that 14J car, chasing down Hollywood. In the meantime, it's the 51 of Chris Larson running in 3rd. Justin Erickson and Kevin Carnitz rounding out your top 5. He's got it working up top. Joseph Hintz is looking to take that spot away. Davis will hang on for another lap. 5 down, 20 to go. Kurt Davis with a grip and dip down low, shutting the door on Hintz Jr. as they come out of turn number 3 and 4. Hintz Jr. working the grip and rip down low. He will take over the top spot. Kurt Davis sliding back to 2nd. Chris Larson in 3rd. Davis trying to shoot off at the bottom of turn number 2 as Joseph Hintz Jr. is hanging on to that top spot. Battles for position all over the track right now, and right now that battle's going to be for 4th. Kevin Carnitz in the 63K, getting around Justin Erickson. 63K of Kevin Carnitz, working up to the 4th spot with Justin Erickson sliding back to 5th. Brandon Berth now working his way up through the field. Brandon Berth has now worked his way up to 6th spot. Keep your eyes on the 22B and a rough start to the season 2 weeks ago, taking a tumble into the fence, now finding himself in the 6th position. Justin Erickson with a 4/10 of a second lead over Brandon Berth in your battle for the top 5. Erickson running in 5th, Carnitz in 4th, Larson in 3rd, Kurt Davis in 2nd, Joseph Hitch Jr. running in the top spot. Here comes the geezer Lance Fosbender trying to work his way up through the field. The purple machine heading on a turn number 4 now battles for position. Kurt Davis currently in 2nd, your leader, the 14J, heading into turn number 3 and 4. Keep your eyes on the leader coming across the stripe right now. There is your leader, the 14J. Kurt Davis in 2nd, the 51 in 3rd. Nice and clean halfway through this one. We're going to have 13 in and a dozen to go as Hitch Jr. makes his way across the line. Joseph Hitch Jr. still a student, and he is not even 18 years old yet. One of the high school hot rods out here in that 14J. And now here comes Kurt Davis. Battle for the lead. The KG veteran and the high school hot rod battling up front. And the yellow flag will fly. Problems down in turn number 1. $14 in, 11 to go, and the young man, Joseph Hintz, in that 14J, gonna lead the field. Let's get him loud, boys. We got 11 left to go, and here we go. Coming out of turn number 2 in that battle for position. Kurt Davis down low, but he has got plenty of fast company up top. There comes Brandon Berth. Brandon Berth started 8th, now finds himself 2nd, chasing down JHJ. The jet plane Joseph Hintz continues to stay up top. Brandon Berth trying to chase him down as fast as he can. Berth coming across the line. Davis in 3rd. There's the 27G. Donnie Gayton up to 4th. Justin Erickson in 5th. Donnie Gayton started 15th, finds himself 4th right now. The legend still got some magic in him. Here comes your battle for the lead going into turn number 3 and 4. Brandon Berth working up high. Five and a half revolutions to go. Hintz hang on to the top spot as Brandon Berth tries to battle. They're both tiptoeing up top in the rough stuff. Man, oh man, do we have one exciting feature lined up for you now. 4 laps to go, and we've got one around in turn 3 and 4. Cross your fingers, your toes, and everything you got, because he's going to need a heck of a restart in this green. Donnie Gayton going down low, looking at a battle for a podium spot with Kurt Davis. In the meantime, the leaders of top 3 stay up high. Tightrope walking, 4 laps remain. Joseph Hintz has that lead. 3 to go as he crosses the stripe. Brandon Berth, Kurt Davis, your top 3. Gayton and Carnitz rounding out your top 5. Up in the rough stuff, he gives up a little bit of ground to Brandon Berth. 2 to go. Brandon Berth digging with everything that he's got. The 22B trying to catch up to Hintz, who has been leading since the drop of the green. Hintz getting around Davis in the early going of this one, has not looked back. We've got about a half a revolution left to go. Hintz catching up to the tail of the field, moves down low. He's got one car between him and Brandon Berth. Berth down low, hits up high. Joe Hinsher winner. Brandon Berth comes home in second. Kurt Davis in third. Donnie Gated in fourth. Kevin Carnage rounds out your top five.
Thank you very much, Ray. Thank you much. We'll get Joe down. Here he comes. You know, there are not many guys left that I'm taller than, but you're one. That was a heck of a run. What'd you think about it?
I wasn't expecting. I figured it was going to be around the bottom of the whole race, but me and my dad got the car set up real good, and we went out there and won it fair and square.
Well, I tell you what, that yellow car, he was giving you a rough time there for a while.
Yeah, I didn't figure it out right away. I just had to slow down my entry and focus on my exit, and it paid off in the long run.
Fantastic. Your second career AMA, and anybody you want to thank real quick?
I'd like to thank Greater Milwaukee Auto Auction, Let's Bounce, My Car Lot, Go Car, Storage Kings, Epic Shades, Palenque's, Heavy Metal Fitness, and my whole family.
Wonderful. Joseph Hintz, give it up for him, everybody. His second career AMA and job.
So give me that Sheboygan stomp. Shake these stands. Create the thunder that you are so well known for, because it is the Soybird Calf Ranches and Cattle Super 6 late models. Bring the thunder, Plymouth! Oh, 6 late model series, I'll ask you again, Plymouth. What time is it? It's showtime! We are off and running the opening lap, and the green flag flies from atop the Hunt Farms Crow's Nest. Mitch McGrath gonna lead the field to lap number 1, and we got one spun around at turn number 4. Howard's. All right, we have wound the clock back, and we are starting from the top once again. Mitch McGrath going to lead him down, and here we go. By side, try this one. 3's a charm, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. There we go, one lap in. We got a battle up front. Mitch McGrath with Mike Owen and Nick Antley breathing down his neck. McGrath early on now, 2 laps in, 28 to go. Mitch McGrath continues to lead the way. Brad J.J. Mueller, defending PDTR and Super 6 Late Model Series defending champion, currently at 6, looking to move up here as he is looking to snatch 5th spot away, and he will. Brad Mueller moving up to the 5th position. Here comes Mike Bowen, the man on a mission, running up top, burying that right rear in the cushion, trying to catch up to the back of the 74, Mitch McGrath. 4 laps in, 24 to go. Mike Bowen looking down underneath Mitch McGrath. McGrath trying to shut the door, Bowen down to the tires. He'll hang on for yet another lap. 5 laps in, 25 to go. Laying down a rubber road in turn number 1 and 2. Here comes Mullen. Mullen making his move down low. Mitch McGrath up high. Mike Bowen takes top spot away. McGrath fighting down low, and we are 6 laps in. 2 dozen to go. McGrath running down low, Mullen up top, and here comes Nick Anvilink. Anvilink looking to the low side. Mitch McGrath trying to hang onto his spot as Nick Anvilink working his way in that 3rd position. Justin Schmidt of the 97, Brad J.J. Mueller rounding out your top 5 in the 89. Got another one around up there in turn number 2. To go as he leads us back down to the green. And we got another one around in turn 3 and 4. A yellow flag comes out of the Hot Farms Crow's Nest once again. Your leader, Mike Mullen. It's still early yet, and we got a lot of racing to go as the Hot Farms Crow's Nest shows green. McGrath running the tightrope up high, takes second spot away, Anvelic back to third. Taylor Scheffler up to the 5th spot. Scheffler in that 10S starting to scratch and claw his way to the front. 11 laps in, 19 to go for the Super 6 late model. There goes Scheffler in that battle with Schmidt for 4th. Side by side as the 10S and the 97 continue to fight through turns number 3 and 4. Scheffler running a low line. Schmidt continues to run up high. In the meantime, Mike Mullen starting to widen that gap by about 6 cut lengths over second place, Mitch McGrath. Nick Andelick laying down that rubber road in the 15 car in third. That battle for 4th continuing to heat up as the 97 of Justin Schmidt has his hands full with the 10S of Scheffler. Brad J.J. Mueller in the 89, currently shown in that 6th spot in the catbird seat behind Scheffler in the 97 of Schmidt, getting a great view of that fight. Nick Andelick taking a look to the low side of Mitch McGrath. Now we're going to have a battle for second. Nick Andelick on the inside of the 74 of McGrath, and a great battle happening right now as they go into turn number 1 and 2. 14 to go, we got 16 laps in. Mike Mullen continuing to lead by 2.5 seconds over Mitch McGrath. There goes your leader across the line. McGrath in second, Andelick in third, Schmidt in 4th, and Taylor Scheffler rounding out your top 5. Brad Mueller in 6th, Letizia in 7th. Mike Mullen down low, continuing that low line and continuing dominant. Mullen in the 99 starting to catch up to the tail end of the field right now. Your leader on the high side of 3 and 4, starting to catch up with the traffic. 19 laps in, 11 laps to go. Your leader now in turn number 2, coming out into the backstretch. McGrath and Andelick at 2nd and 3rd. Mullen going to the low line, hitting a pothole as he comes out of turn number 4, as he starts to weave his way through the tail of the field. Schmidt hanging on to the 4th spot. 5th spot right now belongs to Taylor Scheffler. Leader across the line. McGrath strong at 2nd, Andelick all alone at 3rd, followed by Schmidt and Scheffler, your top 5. J.J. Mueller running in the 6th spot. Letizia in 7th. There's the 70 of Justin Ritchie in 8th, followed by Parker and Bongiorno, your top 10. Leader coming out of turn number 4 right now. He's going to take us down to 7 to go. 23 in and 7 laps to go for Mike Mullen. Mullen's got that Longhorn chassis working hard as he screams out of turn number 4, taking us down to 6 laps remaining. Mitch McGrath in second spot, now heading into turn number 3 and 4. Your leader coming across the line. A large lead right now. 3.7 second lead over second place, Mitch McGrath. Four laps to go as the 99 crosses the Hot Farm start-finish line. Mitch McGrath and Anvilink in second and third. Justin Schmidt holding out of the fourth spot. Taylor Scheffler all alone in fifth. Your leader all by himself. Nothing but clean air and clear skies ahead for the 99 as he heads into turn number 3 and 4. He's going to take us down to 2 to go this time. 28 laps complete and only 2 remain. Can Mike Mullen pick up a Super 6 late model series win here tonight at PDTR? The white flag flies on the Ricky Lemon Trucking Deebles Livestock number 99. It's all checkers from here. Your winner tonight, Mike Mullen. Mitch McGrath picks up second. Nick Anvilink will finish third. Justin Schmidt in fourth, and Taylor Scheffler rounds out your top 5. Heading down to voice of PDTR, George. Take it away, buddy.
Well, as soon as you get him forward, try and keep this microphone working. It seems to be a little tricky once in a while. There he comes. Here he comes, Mike Mullen, all the way down from Seymour tonight. But that wasn't the ride he really enjoyed. It was this last one. Well, you had to work a little bit to get around that 74 car, but after that, you were on your way.
Yeah, Mitch is normally really good up on the cushion. I thought he was going to move up right away, and I lost my chance, and he stayed down, and I knew I had to make a move down there, and we didn't touch or nothing, so I think we were all good. And then when Nick behind you and Mitch, lap traffic, Nick is kind of the king of maneuvering that, so just glad we held on for one.
Good for you. I believe that's your first win here at Plymouth.
Yeah, I normally don't have good luck here.
Well, you did tonight. Actually, you made it good luck.
Perfect. We'll take anyone we can get. A lot of good cars, so.
Thank you. Congratulations, Mike Mullen.
Now time for the Oostburg Automotive Dirt Devil Grand National, a main event of the evening. Man, we have got a field full of talent firing up in this one. We sure do. Well, again, everybody that bought 50-50 tickets, it's a little quieter. If you have not heard, 118941. 118941. That is the winning 50-50 ticket. $563 down there at the nacho stand. If you do not have ticket 118941, that is nacho money. Winning 50-50 ticket 118941. So here is the lineup. 25 laps, the scheduled distance for the Lewisburg Automotive Dirt Devils Grand Nationals here at PDTR. Jack Worrell out of Sheboygan, Wisconsin to the 52W will start on the pole. Brian, what you talking about? Gillis out of Plymouth, Wisconsin to the 89 to the outside of row number 1. Brad Weiss out of Cascade to 53B inside row number 2 with Jason Eek out of Plymouth into 42 to the outside. Chad Espen in the 72E out of West Bend to the inside of row number 3. Tyler Kulo out of Sheboygan, Wisconsin to the 24K to the outside. Dick Head out of Plymouth, Wisconsin in car number 6 inside row number 4. Jeff Buellbauer out of Elkhart Lake into 5M to the outside. Row number 5 sees Luke Shelton in the 80 in the inside of row number 5. Jeff Steenberg into the outside of that row in the 62S. Row number 6 sees Jake Richards in the 8R. Ryan Minster in the 37. Row number 7, Maverick Rue in the 93. Josh Pierce in the 13. Nate Rue in the 5R. And Will the Thrill Source in the 14X in row number 8. Row number 9 sees Daryl Traber in car number 4. Kenny Richards in the 11R. And that'll be Dustin Weiss at Iron Ridge in the 53W. Matt Lair in the 82H out of Mount Calvary, starting in the 20th spot. A-Main Modifieds to staging. A-Main Modifieds to staging, please. A-Main Mods. So the officials looked at start over and said, "Not today, Satan." Gonna line you guys up 2 by 2 and try this one again. Going to get him in line. The Dirt Devils Grand Nationals, the series within a series. There will be indeed a PDTR Grand National champion crowned in 2025, as well as a Dirt Devils champion. So we do have the series within a series here at PDTR. Dirt Devils and Super 6 late models, full fendered excitement all throughout 2025. Great time to thank some of our good friends at PMF Landscape Supply, Cobblestone Landscape, Superior Lawn and Garden, Bank First, Pit Stop Pizza, Waldo Hempworks, Complete Water, Collins State Bank, Hop Farms, Christine Hartman, the Racers Realtor of Pleasant View Realty, and Josfo Electric, some of our French Tech sponsors. Other sponsors include our good friends at Feldman Sale and Service, JDL Automotive and Detailing, Custom Craft Trophy, Precision Floor and Decor, Clips and Tips, RLO Signs, Partners in Success Networking, Hupy and Abraham, Stubler Insurance Solutions, Beast Wheels, A1 Appliance Repair, and Gibbsville Cheese, along with Lakeshore Family Funeral Homes, proud sponsors of PDTR. All right, let's dig deep, Dirt Devils. Come on, let's see that green flag do some business. They were 4 wide for a minute coming out of turn number 2. They ironed that out quick, fast, and in a hurry. Jack Roll in the E-Bars 52W leading the way. Brian Gillis in second. Brad Weiss rounding out your top 3 in the early going. Great battle for fourth between Tyler Kulo and Chad Espen right now. Green, waving the green from the Hot Farms Crow's Nest. Dirt Devils got their horns up as we are back on the loud pedal. still leading the way in that 52W. Evars USA, Danny's Drywall, 52W of Jack Whirl continuing to show the fast way around. But right now, Brian Gillis knocking on the door, looking to the inside. There goes Gillis in the 89, makes his move, takes that lead. Leading the way now, the KG veteran Brian Gillis and the Butch and Ann Pine Grove, Hayden Water Company, Keller Williams, and the Brus Group Real Estate, number 89, showing the fast way around in the early going. 6 laps in, 19 to go. Gillis knows his business. The KG veteran by about a 7-car length advantage over that 52M. Right now, we're in second. Tyler Kulo into third. Jeff Steenbergen is now worried his way up to fourth, with Chad Espin rounding out the top 5. Steenbergen, the ultimate race car, is making his way to the top side. He's looking for a podium spot right now, battling it out with Tyler Kulo in the 24K. The Hall of Famer with an 8-car length advantage coming across the line. 11 laps in, 18 to go. Pardon my basic math, I am from Illinois. 14 to go, now down to 13 for the 89 of Gillis. Great battle for position right now for 5th. Chad Espin's got a rear view mirror full of the thrill. Will Source. Will Source to the 14X looking to snatch a top 5 spot. We're almost 3 wide in that battle for second. Steenbergen up high. There's Tyler Kulo down low, currently in the 3rd spot. Jack Whirlo feeling the heat. Second through 6, you can throw a blanket over him, and right now Gillis is dominating our feature. Chevy power plant and that Dahmer chassis as he comes out of turn number 4. 10 laps to go for Brian Gillis. The self-proclaimed jack of all trades continuing to show the fast way around by almost a whole straightaway right now, as Jack Whirl hangs on to the 2nd spot. The rest of the dogs fighting for position from 3rd on back. Here comes Tyler Kulo in the 24K down low, side-by-side battle for 2nd. Kulo gonna wrestle that spot away. Here comes Will Source, 3 wide, coming out of turn number 2. Steenbergen in 3rd. Source takes over the 4th spot as Jack Whirl flows back to 5th. Brian Gillis going to take us down to a half a dozen this time by 6 laps remaining for the 89. Steenbergen in 4th, Will Source in 3rd, Tyler Kulo in 2nd. Gillis continuing to show the fast way around. Flying Brian is out front. Hall of Fame credentials, taking us down to 5 laps this time by. There goes the thrill. Will Source in the battle for second. Goes into turn number 1 and 2. Tyler Kulo is going to have to fight hard as Will Source in the 14X. Side by side going into turn number 3 and 4. Source up high. Kulo down low, down by the tires. They continue to battle coming out of turn number 4 for the second spot. 3 laps to go. Brian Gillis all by himself in that top spot. 2 laps remain for the 89. Source utilizing some of that back traffic right now to try to set the pick. He will get second spot away, but Kulo battling back down low. The white flag flies on the Hall of Famer Brian Gillis with less than 1 lap remaining. It's going to be all checkers. Your leader coming through 3 and 4. There he is, the Hall of Famer. Brian Gillis takes home the win. Will Source comes home in second. Tyler Kulo in third. Jeff Steenbergen in fourth. And Jack Merle rolls out your top 5.
Some pretty fast cars coming behind you. Did you know that?
I figured. I kept looking up at the scoreboard and I saw that 14 moving up closer and closer, and I was hoping for no cautions.
Well, that's exactly what you needed because I think he passed 14 cars.
Matches his number, right? He's fast.
Very good. So you weren't here on opening night, so you all settled in now for the season?
No.
All right, that's an honest answer.
No, there's another night I won't be here yet. I'm not sure what Jeff decided to do with that night. We'll find out.
I know it won't be me, and if you're not here, he'll have to figure that out. The other night when you weren't here, it didn't go so good.
No, that's why I came out on the beginning of the night, took a couple laps to see how the car worked, and obviously it's working pretty good.
All right, well, congratulations, Brian. We got to get this next race out. These brave fans are weathering this cold, so we want to keep things moving. Once again, congratulations.
Thank you. Have a good night. Thanks for coming out.
Thank you, Brian Gillis. Hall of Famer right there, folks. Hall of Fame.
All right, PDTR, it's the All-Stars and Dirt Cars. It's time to feel the thunder. Turn loose our modifieds. Three wide through 3 and 4, and just us the opening lap. Heck yeah. Spencer Long leads us through lap number 1. Matt Urban, Parker Glander, your top 3. Hummelmeyer and Welch going to be rounding out your top 5. We are still 3 wide in a battle for third. Are you kidding me right now? Logan Brass having a great run earlier tonight. Finding himself in that 9th spot. See if that 89 car is going to move up a little bit more. Another one of our young drivers in the B-Mods this season. Spencer Long trying to stretch that lead out. Now we got a great battle for second. Got Matt Urban and Timothy Warner, old two-step out there in that 03W. Tim Warner, the all-time feature event leader in a modified here at PDTR, now in second. Twelve-time feature event winner knocking on the door of the 59S of Spencer Long. Great battle up front right now. The Chris Sue's Pit Stop Pizza Diverse Tooling Incorporated 59S right now of Spencer Long, holding off a hard-charging 03W. The Ultimate Race Cars Fable Truck Snap-on Tools 03W of Tim Warner, chomping at the bit to get around your leader. 18 laps to go. Spencer Long, Timothy Warner starting to pull away from the rest of the big kids. Leaders coming across the stripe right now, taking us down to 11 to go, or excuse me, 12 to go. Spencer Long continuing to show the fast way around. Timothy Warner has fallen off the pace from the leader a little bit. Urban hanging on to that third spot, followed by Hummelmeyer, Brass, Laurier, Young, Kleindl, Welch, and Glander. Leaders coming out of turn number 4. Two-step has now caught up to the back bumper of your leader. Again, Spencer Long, Timothy Warner, first and second coming out of turn number 2. Warner looking down low. He is your all-time PDTR B-Mod feature event winner. He's got 12 to his name. Can he make it 13 as he continues to battle Spencer Long? Down to a dozen as the top 2 make their way down the back stretch, dancing their way through 3 and 4 in a battle for the front. Catching up to the tail end, and we've got one up to the wall in turn number 1. Glander. As we are ready to wind them up and turn them loose, the Thunder builds in 3 and 4. Let's get her done. 12 laps to remain. It's a madhouse from 2nd through 8th. What a battle for position. We got one way high up in the wall. Looks like to be the 03W. Timothy Warner that had been battling for that lead. Now the front of that car coming apart. The 03W out of contention. That opens up that door. Spencer Long, currently your leader. The 48 of Urban at 2nd. Vince Young now in 3rd as Hummelmeyer slides back to 4th. Spencer Long all by himself as a 67 of Vince Young has wrestled 2nd spot away. Urban slides back to 3rd. Vince Young up to 2nd. 33H of Barrett Hummelmeyer currently shown at 4th. Rory Welch up to 5th. Winding down as your leader comes across the stripe. We'll be down to 5 laps this time by. Vince Young trying to reel in your leader, Spencer Long. It's only got 4.5 revolutions left to do it. Vince Young in the 67 on the back door of the 59S of Spencer Long. Long starting to extend his lead a little bit more as we'll be down to 3 to go this time by. Coming across the Hop Farm start finish stripe here on the front stretch. Two to go for your leader. Spencer Long looking to pick up a win here tonight. Vince Young giving him everything that he's got, but the white flag's going to fly from the Hop Farms Crow's Nest next time by. 1 lap to go for Spencer Long. Picking up his first win of the season as they come out of turn number 4. Spencer Long hangs on. Vince Young threw everything he had at him, comes home in second. Matt Urban in third. Barrett Hummelmeyer hangs on for fourth. Jess Sedroik rounds out your top 5.
Well, folks, I want to thank you all for coming out tonight, braving the cold. I will say one thing. Some racing tonight. We'll get Spencer down here for a word quickly. Second time he's put it in victory lane. Get Spencer down here real quick for a word. Here he comes. He's a happy man, I guarantee you that. Come here, Spencer. Your second career feature win on this track, and you are happy. I know you are. Opening night for you sucked. How'd it feel right now?
What the team did over the last couple of weeks, the practice and everything that we put in, the team and I couldn't be happier. I'm glad I get to see you down in victory lane now instead of up there.
Likewise, likewise. Well, I like it down here, especially since I got the right clothing on now. Yeah. But this is a good feeling. You had Tim Warner knocking on the door for a while, then he had a mechanical issue and had to drop out.
Yeah, everybody gave a great race. We only had one caution, which is great. Track was a little rough, but tacky on the bottom, so that's where I wanted to stay the entire race. Starting first helps a lot, too.
Well, but you got to stay there, and that's not always easy.
Absolutely not. Like I said, thank you guys for braving the cold. Thank you for all the sponsors and everybody on the car. Feature win number 2, more to come.
All right, well, I hope so for your sake. Congratulations, Spencer Long.